Good day. Today we are drinking Earthquake. Do you know why? Well, no you don't. We're cleaning floors and that's what we do. We drink malt liquor when we clean floors. But regardless of that, there is symbolism here. And I was thinking on my way home from the store about fracking and various other crimes against the earth. Now that should be a designation, and that's the point of this whole conversation here today. That should be a thing. We should have. The United Nations needs more power, if anything, in my estimation. Just leaving the Americans to manage things for themselves clearly isn't working best. And other people. It's not like the Americans are the only people who are perfectly happy to annihilate fucking environment for the sake of money, which is just fucking insane. And the people who knowingly and deliberately bring about these things, they should be tried in a world court for crimes against not only humanity but the earth. And that should be a whole new designation of crime. That should be an entire, just getting a needle in you and dying, that's not enough. The men who willfully destroy the space in which we live. We don't have anywhere else to live, people. We can't go anywhere else right now, in case you haven't noticed. We're kind of stuck on this bloody planet. Yes, it's our home. We live here. Dumbass. Money is imaginary. The earth is not. Okay. Now, people who are just working for a living, people who just fucking get jobs in some of these fields just because, well, hell, they've got to eat, they are not guilty. I will not declare them guilty. But the executives, the suit-wearing motherfuckers who knowingly commit these crimes, who knowingly destroy people's drinking water. Again, we'll go back to the matter of fracking. That's maybe the worst example I can think of right now. And that's legal. This is one of the reasons the United Nations needs to have more power. That nations cannot make ruining your space legal for the sake of money. And those who willfully commit these crimes, those who know what they're doing and do it anyway, there are forms of death worse than having a needle shoved into you or being electrocuted or just shot. There are worse things than death, and my imagination is one of them. I want those people fed to Siafu. Do you know who Siafu are? What Siafu are, anyway? African driver ants. They can strip an elephant's... A colony of Siafu can strip an elephant's carcass in less than a day. And, hey, elephants are not a terrible symbol for the... Well, okay, I'll have a different discussion of this. But one of the reasons elephants aren't a completely inappropriate symbol for the Republican Party is they do go into a neighborhood and just bloody hell destroy where everyone else is living in order to eat. So, and then they get fatter. So I guess it's not inappropriate, although I personally think the hut is a better symbol for the Republican Party myself. And I'll get into that in another discussion. But currently, the matter at hand. Crimes against the earth. They should be punished. We need an establishment capable of such punishment. Of course, the United Nations bans what you'd call inhumane punishments. They're against those. But is it inhumane? If someone has done, personally, by their decisions, this much damage, caused this much harm, is it inhumane to feed them to ants? Not in my opinion. They should be fed to the bloody Siafu. And it should be broadcast. That should be visible to the world. Crimes against the earth are about, as far as I'm concerned, the worst sort of crimes we can commit. Crimes against mere humanity, well, those are pretty bad too, but not as bad. Well, see, crimes against the earth are crimes against humanity, but they're also crimes against everything else that happens to share our space. And this is the only space we've got, kids. Drink, earthquakes. Don't make them. Namaste. May the force be with you. 93. From the sanctuary of the Gnosis of the 11th degree.